All right, Shalom. For the first one, give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashmi, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Harakakalash, Bakathum. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to what I can cut the globe. Pushing the word of truth and sincerity, I want to say Shalom. It's like an hour from the Great Millstone Camp of Columbus. With a lesson, man, and the lesson is, am I going off? You know, something along those lines, because we're here to not to keep tab, but we're here to monitor brothers' actions, and you know, sometimes we have to get in brother business at times, man. You know, when Jake is moving kind of funny, you know, when Jake is tweaking or going off, you know, we have to be a reprover and a rebuker and a corrector, but also a builder-upper. All right, and you know, it's good to have brothers around that are able to correct you with the scriptures. And hopefully the fear of the Lord will be in you to correct and amend your ways. All right, and we're not here just to let brothers just to do what the hell they want to do, act the way they want to act. All right, this is not a free for all. You know, and judgments do come down, man. You know, they get suspended, they get kicked out, and we want to make sure before it gets to that point that we're doing our due diligence, all right, in letting brothers know that their errors, as the brother let me know mine. You know, and this is really a personal lesson. You know, I always say, like, you know, if I'm going through it or went through it, brothers have gone through it or are going through it, man. All right, this is on Proverbs 27 and 23. It said, "Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds." All right, so we got to know what brothers be on, man. You know, we have to know, you know, that Jake is teaching the right thing. You know, make sure that Jake is doing okay. You know, and make sure Jake is, if they're uptight, make sure we straighten that out. If they need food, we make sure they straighten that out, or homes, or whatever. Hey, we should, we know these things. We know when brothers are not doing their norm. You know, they're missing class, they're missing camp, they're not being active in the group meetings and discussions. So therefore we have to inquire, you know, and sometimes when Jake inquires, when the brothers inquire, it's going to be a rebuke if it's not a viable explanation or a reason why you're not doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing, okay? And that's our job. We're watchmen, we're shepherds, all right? And the Lord has men in place, the brothers in place, so we can police each other, man. All right, and we, you know, and when things are out of joint, things are out of sync, all right, it's noticeable. When it becomes noticeable, all right, we have to try to right that ship and get the brother back on track, okay? So I had this, Leviticus 19 and 16. It says, "Thou shalt not go up," or it's like 19 and 17. "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him." All right. It says, in a New Living Translation, it says, "Do not nurse hatred in your heart for any of your relatives." All right. And the tribes are our relatives, the Native Americans, the so-called Latinos, and Negroes, the 12 tribes, right? It says, "Confront people directly so you not be held guilty for their sin." All right, because, you know, observe and report. You know, if you see something, say something. You know, a brother directly going off, you know, or a brother, or things that get brought up, and, you know, a brother may, they call wind or something, and, you know, they bring in the proper channels, all right? Hey, we don't hold things in, man. You know, we have to make things known, all right? When Jake is going off, hey, that's wrong. You shouldn't be doing that, you know? You know, Jake is slacking. We gotta, you know, kick him in the ass a little bit, all right? You know, just so not only for our hands to be clean, okay, but also to pull that brother back from off the ledge, man. All right, and rebuke is not comely. You see, chastisement is not, don't feel good, but it's necessary for it to be given and to be received, so that you could be better, so we can be better. All right, and being around the body, being active and being visible. All right, allows brothers to see shortcomings and see where brothers are at in the spirit. Maturity wise, you see, understanding wise, conduct wise, you see. So when these things arise that may be not on point, we're there to get them back in line, man, through the spirit. How about Shemi Shai? I keep saying, let's get this. Restore meekness. Galatians 6:1, it says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Okay? And that's what we are here for, man. All right, when brothers go off and brothers are doing going through their afflictions or trials, all right, suspensions or whatever, or chastisements in front of the occupant of the body, if we build them back up, all right. So we know that we're all in the flesh, and that just if that can happen to our brother, it can happen to you. You see, and let's not be high-minded or prideful, all right, when it comes to rebuking brother for certain things, and because you may have not done those things, or you don't have a drinking problem, so you can just, act like everything's okay, but you may have other issues. You see, there may be other things that the Lord will get on you about. So when we're executing judgment, or we're getting on brothers, man, all right, just know that we're doing it not maliciously, all right, not unbrotherly, all right, but we are being brothers in doing those things, man. Okay, and we have to be mindful of that we are here to be our brother's keeper. You see, and part of us being our brother's keeper is letting Jake know when things ain't right. When we see things that are not right. Okay. Still going. All right, so I got a couple of notes here. All right, the Proverbs 14. Proverbs 14 and 12. This whole chapter is good. It says Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, the end thereof are the ways of death. Man, sometimes you got to save Jake from themselves. In their mind, that they're good. You see, you could be going off and you start trying to justify yourself, man. But that justification, you're not making any changes, because in your mind you think you're doing right. You see? All right, you said the heart is deceitful among all things and desperately wicked, who may know it? All right? So brothers, we have a tendency to try to curtail or try to minimize our faults by making excuses for why we do things. But those excuses can lead to you being out the truth, man. All right? I'm being Proverbs a lot, of course, right? Proverbs 18. It says, Proverbs 18 and 17, he that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. You see? All right, we have to understand that we're dealing with brothers who are in the flesh. All right, we're dealing with so-called flawed character issues. You see, all right, and when you get called out on your shit, on your bullshit, the first thing Jake wants to do is defend himself. All right, but in your defense, really you have no defense, because are we not the lawyers? Are we not the prosecutors? Are we not the judges for Yahweh Shem Yahushai? So we're going to inquire, we're going to ask questions, okay? And at the end of the day, all right, it may be that your ass is just going off, but it takes brothers it takes the Spirit of the Lord on brothers to ask the right questions, to inquire on certain matters. You know, like why this brother ain't coming to class, or why his videos are not up. You know, why is he working so much and don't have any money? All right, and these are all things that have been that happens with certain brothers. All right, and you're not going to be able to hide, all right, from the eyes of the Lord, no, through the discernment and the spirit of the men that are around. Okay, this is 17, Proverbs 17. It says, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. You know, and these brothers are here, all right, to help you in your time of need, in your time of trouble, when you're low in the spirit. How they do that? They do it by correction sometimes, man. When you're going through battling these demons and these thoughts, you're battling in flesh, and you know you may not been yourself lately for a couple of weeks or a couple of months or whatever. All right, the Lord got Jake constantly getting on you. All right, but you got the brothers there to help you get through it, man. All right, to help you help build you up through the spirit. All right, because sometimes we just be going off, Akim. And you know, like Paul said, the things I want to do, I don't do, and the things I don't do, I should be doing. All right, or he says the things that he doesn't do, the things that he don't want to do, he do, and things he do, he don't want to do. So you know, it's a constant battle in this flesh. All right, and we're here to let you know, hey, we're going through it with you, man. You have us to talk to. You have ears to listen. You have help through your problems, man. Okay, that's why we need friends. We need brothers around to let us know our faults and shortcomings when we're not doing right. This is Sirach 37:12. Sirach 37:12. It says, but be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry, man. All right? So yeah, we're going to go off. All right? Things are going to happen, all right, from time to time. All right? We want to offend less, but things are going to happen. All right? And it's important, you know, that we have confidence in the Lord. All right? You know, and thank him for allowing us to have a beautiful body of brothers who understand that we're in the flesh. All right? That are gonna be with you in your times of you know, your hard times and trials, man. You see, there's been plenty of times where I've been rebuked and chastised in front of brothers and suspended. You know, and certain brothers, you know, they give me the scripture, they give me the tough love, but at the same time, you know, they don't hold it against you, man. We've all come short of the glory of the Lord, man. But don't despise the chastening or the rebuke or the correction from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right? Proverbs 9 and 8. Proverbs 9 and 8. It says, I'm just get to the point. It says, reprove not a scorner lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man and he will love thee. All right? And that's what we do, man. You know, sometimes we got to rebuke. All right? But that rebuke is out of love. All right? And it should be accepted as brothers want you to be on point and to be right. All right? It's the love that we have for each other that lets us be able to rebuke and correct. All right? At the right time. Okay? We get ourselves in these situations where we should have known better, or we could have done things differently. All right, but things happen, and now you're in trouble. But you still have a way to get out of it. Brother come and help you. They might fuss and cuss at you. You know what I mean, along the way. But at the same time, if they're gonna be there, all right. And they're gonna be like, they're gonna understand like why they're getting cussed out. All right, why the Lord is angry. Sometimes we just make bonehead plays, man. All right, but the Lord is gonna understand that, and thank you for showing them something, man. All right. Sometimes we don't see what everybody else sees. All right. So give instruction to a wise man, and he will yet be wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. All right. And that's our job, man. We're here to instruct. All right. The truth is profitable for correction. You see, reproof and correction. Okay. And that's used when brothers are going off. Okay? It's used when I'm going off. Proverbs 19 and 25. Proverbs 19 and 25. Smite a scorner and the simple will beware. And reprove one that has understanding and he will understand knowledge, man. Because really the ultimate judgment, the ultimate counsel is from the Lord. And when a brother's going off and we use these scriptures, backing it up by the word of the Lord, man, hey, that's our job. And if that brother's a man of the Lord, he's going to understand it. All right? And he's going to learn from his mistakes. All right? Because we're going to make them. We're going to make mistakes. All right? But our job is to minimize those mistakes. Minimize the effects, consequences of our actions, man. All right, and we do that by correction, man. All right. Proverbs 25 and 12. It says, "As an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear." All right. That's why we don't bear hatred to a brother for every fault. So we gotta be wise in our rebukes, wise in our corrections, man. All right. A brother going off, yeah, you're gonna get rebuked, you're gonna get chastised, you may even get suspended. All right, but your job is to listen to the counsel, be obedient to the counsel. Okay? Because a true friend is not gonna tell you nothing wrong to hurt you, or to lead you astray, or to cause you to further fall into mischief. All right, you gotta be obedient at times when correction is being dished out. All right. Proverbs 27 and 25. Is that it? Damn, I ain't. Let me see. Oh, that was it. 27, 23. You know, that was basically it, man. You know, if a brother going off, man, hey, we should be there to correct him, man. All right, you see, that's just a little lesson, man. It was just on my spirit. And Lord, we don't edify until next time. Shalom and a blah blah blah.